So I don't know if I can compete with that or the Fast and Furious reading, but this is pretty stupid anyway, so maybe you'll like it. Except Daniel Griffiths there, who's already seen it and will be quiet. Cool, so basically I wrote, let's get the slide out of this. So I wrote an article about eating everyone in Fallout. And it was really nice to talk about why that was important and what that meant for game design, but really what I wanted to do was show you some of my victories and the many, many people that I picked clean as my character. So, you're laughing, this is good because 9 months, everyone got a little bit scared. I don't really know why. So, cannibalism in New Vegas is pretty good. It interfaces with a lot of the things in New Vegas. So it affects your karma. Anyone that sees you eating a corpse automatically thinks you're kind of a bad dude. I don't know how I feel about that. But that's, you know, you can take cannibalism at a low level and it's really nice and you can eat people and it gives you health and, you know, it makes you feel pretty good because, you know, it's good solid meat. And when the other stuff you're eating here is like rad scorpions and mole rats, human feels gourmet. So I took that and I thought, right, if I'm going to do this, the people that I'm going to eat are only going to be bad people. So part of my playthrough every time is I go to the nearest prison, just where you start, and I wipe out the powder gangers. Now the powder gangers are bad people. They basically just throw dynamite and threaten people all day. So I figured, right, I can eat these guys are fine. So I throw a bit of dynamite around, I tenderize the meat, and then I eat every powder ganger I can find over the course of about 2 kilometers. Every powder ganger, just door-to-door powder ganger eating. Anyone that's not a powder ganger, no worries, not my problem. Powder gangers, fuck those guys. Problem is, people don't respawn in Fallout New Vegas when you kill them. So I realised that I'd taken out an entire subculture of the world, which, I mean, those guys were dicks. Not a problem, but later. You know what, Boone has seen some shit, right? You meet Boone and he's hanging out in a dinosaur with a sniper rifle and a hat. Look at that hat. I wore that hat shortly after we parted ways for a very long time. Promise. So I think Boone's seen some shit, right? He's done some bad things to bad people and he really likes killing bad people and I think, right, we could get behind this. So, you know, we jumped some Legion guys, and we killed the Legion guys, and I've never really travelled with anyone before, I don't know how to bring this up, and I thought, like, but Boone's seen some shit, he hates the Legion. So I start eating. Boone shoots me in the back. No words, no nothing. Apparently, if we remember back to there, it's a crime against nature. And as a result, anyone who sees you will automatically become aggressive on sight. And I thought, no, Boone will still be my friend. And he wasn't. And I had to pick the meat off his ribs. Now, at this point, I started to tweet about what I was doing at this point. Now, when I play a big RPG like this, I like to just drop in and kind of run around by myself for a while. So I hadn't looked into what cannibalism really means, the meaning behind it. And someone tweeted me and they said, hey, you know, if you eat certain people, you can get a special perk which gives you that powers. I thought, hey, Space Marines can do that. I don't want anyone to be a Space Marine, they really can. It's fucking ridiculous. So I caved, I looked up a guide, and you need to eat 4 different people, and then you get the powers of all 4 of them every time that you eat. The other guys were fine, there was like an Elvis impersonator, a couple of charismatic guys, and then this dude. So I ate him. And from there it all got a little bit strange. So Mortimer, I thought Mortimer would be my new best friend, right? So Mortimer's a cannibal as well. And we sat there and we're talking, and he's all like, hey, I'm a cannibal, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to tell you I'm a cannibal, because I'm a bit coy. And then I started thinking, if you eat a cannibal, is that like eating a turducken? And so I ate him. My character doesn't have a sense of taste, but by this point, I'd been playing for about 20 hours straight. I had a dissertation to write that I was trying to avoid, so you know, I was like, I'll eat this guy too. I ate everyone in his house. I got to New Vegas about this stage, and I bumped into Benny. Now, at the start of the game, Benny shoots you in the face. So I ate him, really. That seems fair, right? Like, he was like, hey, come to my penthouse, and I was like, hey, and then we walked upstairs and I beat him to death with a pork cube. That's a tenderizer. We started to run out of people at this stage. You know when I said that everyone was dying and that doesn't respawn? Like gigantic ants and things like that, they respawn. This is actually me there. It's a proper, there's me throwing dynamite because my character, unfortunately, through the course of only eating things, had luck, charisma, and throwing explosives as skills. So, by and large, I'd walk into a room, any room, and just lob dynamite in, and then eat everyone who was dead. And if anyone survived, I would throw dynamite at them. Because all I could do was charm people and throw dynamite at them. And people don't feel very charmed after you've thrown a stick of dynamite at them. So there was Anthony. I'm not sorry for that pun, even though I wrote it 6 months ago. After this stage, I mean, I really ate everyone. Like, it came to a point where I decided that what I wanted to do was eat everyone to see what that meant. And so I ate literally everyone. I mean, I spent, over the course of like the next week and a half, I went to every location in the game. I found everyone that was human, ghoul, anything like that. I threw dynamite at them to cook them. And then I ate them. Every single person. But I don't really think I'm a bad guy. When you think about cannibalism games, most games tend to shy away from it. And if it's ever mentioned in the game, it's explicitly used to show you who the bad person is. So if you look at The Last of Us, when every character in it is kind of a dickhead, the cannibals are the real dickheads. And I feel like it's really interesting that when you play this game, you kind of define what heroism is to you, which sounds really wanky, I guess, when I say it like that. But to me, like, humans were a horrible plague, and I was just doing the right thing and getting rid of them. So, I mean, that's it. I guess I took you through a short gallery of people that I ate until there was absolutely nothing left. And I guess that's my tale of Fallout New Vegas. Thank you for listening.